Yo, what's up, fight fans? We got a badass video for you today. What's the video again? What's my favorite fighters? Just put Sugar on this list. That's all we need. I gotta go off and gamble with the Nelt boys. Now, what's up, folks? I'm here today for another video. We got a tier list video. Tried to record this before and my phone crashed out, so we're redoing it. Basically, this video is Dana White's favorite fighter set. Well, realistically, it's Hunter Campbell's favorite fighter tier list because Dana White don't do shit no more. But what should we call it? We got we got 5 tiers. We got oiled up, which means he loves you. Privileged, average, he doesn't like you, and then down to wants to cut you, but like you're probably too good to get cut, and like the fans would have an outrage. Basically, that's what we're working with today. I'm also going to discuss the Evloev versus Murphy fight at the end of the video. I can't bother doing the whole card because realistically it's like the only good fight in the card. Nah, some alright stuff. MVP's going to win. Who else is going to win? CLD's probably going to win. Although like low-key good odds on Roman Dolidze. So he's paying like $450 here, so could be worth a couple bucks. That's all I'm going to say. But moving on, let's go on to the tier list here. First up, we got Israel Adesanya. Now, Israel Adesanya back in his prime, he was in oiled up territory, that's for sure, like his dog. But with the skid he's been on recently, I got to put him in privileged because he's still getting good matchups like Joe Pyfer, Imavov. Like, for that, it was only title fights. Like, if they didn't like him, they'd be giving him Fluffy Hernandez, Brendan Allen, Dorita, like these grapplers that, like, realistically would probably have their way with him. So he's still getting favourable matchups, but it's on a fight night now again. Like, it's not the old Izzy that was, flavour of the month for the UFC. Moving on, we have Magomed Ankalaev. Now I've got to put him down, and he doesn't like you. Magomed Ankalaev. You see, he's not quite in wants to cut you territory because I don't think he's divisive enough, like, either way. But the UFC did not want him as champ. Like, when he beat Ankalaev, Dana White was out back. He was raging if he was even watching the fight. But he's going to have to win plenty to get his way back to the title. And, like, there's no stardom about Magomed Ankalaev. Like, his fights are boring. He's pretty good. Like, he's well-rounded, but especially with Pereira chinning him, like, it's just, it ain't it, chief. Moving on next, we got Merab. Hey guys, I'm in the average. Oh. You see, Merab back in his heyday, he was in wants to cut you territory, and we all know that. When he wasn't fighting Aljo, but the fans they turned around on him, and I think the UFC did too, especially with his incredible run over the last year until he ran into the GOAT PDR. Too good. But Merab, I think he's up in average now. He's got a bit more fandom. He's a bit more of a draw. They don't speak about him like he's the devil anymore. So it's gone a bit better for Merab. Fair play to him. You're up in average tier. I feel like I don't think that's that divisive. Michael Chandler. You see, he's borderline oiled up territory. But we won't see him at the top today because I'm going to put him in privileged. And he would be oiled up territory. He definitely was at the start of his career. But I think with the McGregor, like, a lot of what they're doing now is just because he got screwed over with McGregor so bad. Like, but I saw today they offered him Benoit Saint-Denis for the White House card. This guy is number 13 ranked, hasn't won a fight in like almost 4 years. And he was almost getting a top 5 opponent. Remember when they tried to book him versus Arman in Miami? Like, do people like remember this stuff? Like, this guy's got some serious Dana White privilege. But the reason I'm putting him in privilege and not oiled up is, because I feel like they're doing him a favor because he got screwed over so bad with the McGregor situation. And, he screwed over himself as well because, like, at a certain point, you had to give it up, but he didn't. So, he's in privileged. We'll see you at the top. Probably not. He's probably a fight or two away from retirement, especially when Rufy's gonna slaughter him. It's just the way it is. I'm just the messenger. Moving on next, we got Paddy the Baddy lad. I'm in oiled up territory, mate. You know, I beat Michael Chandler, get a title shot last. He's got to be in oiled up territory. He's probably going to get a fight Max Holloway next, or like another top guy. But he got to fight for an interim title with a Michael Chandler and Bobby Greenwood. It's like almost as fraudulent as Islam Makhachev title shot. So don't shoot me. But Paddy the Baddy, Dana White privilege to the gills. Like, even back in the day, that gift decision against Jared Gordon, before that they fed him cans, then they gave him Tony Ferguson. Like, his whole run's been Dana White privilege to the max. So he's been ordered up. Yair Rodriguez, we're going to go in the privileged territory as well, because this guy does fucking nothing and still gets all these opportunities. I don't get it. Like, we will not forget that the UFC, if the Noche card last year actually happened in Mexico, this man would have been fighting for the belt last year. You guys think the Diego Lopez title shot's bad? It would have been Yair Rodriguez Volk 2, man. Like, no. And that's off a win against Pitbull after he lost to Blob Ortega. Like, this guy could almost be ordered up, because we know he's just in there for the Mexican audience, but he also doesn't fight enough. So, like, I feel like for proper Dana White privilege, you kind of have to fight a bit more. Like, because otherwise you don't really get to, like, utilize the privilege. You know what I mean? So, Yair Rodriguez up in the privilege tier. We got Khamzat Chimaev next. We're going to put him in average. You see, he could borderline be privileged, but I don't think he's as privileged as sort of Izzy, Chandler, Yair. Like, he low-key in the end, like, and this stuff is largely due to his own sort of inability to be reliable, but, like, he ended up having a lot of fights before he got the title shot. Like, he beat Whittaker, Usman, and Burns before he got the title shot. That's a decent bunch of names. Like, he did earn it. Like, and he did smoke DDP. But, like, at the start of his career, Dana White was talking about him like he was the next coming to Jesus, man. Like, but I think that slowed up when the inactivity slowed up, all the health complications. Like, Khamzat Chimaev, I just feel like in, like, the fight world, he's just an enigma. Like, there's nothing else like him. Like, fights once a year. Don't really know, like, what sort of performance you're going to get out of him. You know he's going to be good. But that's about it. We're putting him up in averaged. And next we got Alex Pereira. And the thing is with Dana White privileges, to be in the oiled up territory, you've got to sort of get these opportunities without deserving it. And whilst Alex Pereira has got every opportunity in the book, I can't put him in oiled up because I feel like he's earned it. Like, he's beat so many former champs. Like, he got the fans on board. Like, he started to defend his title heaps before he was allowed to move up to to heavyweight. And when he moved up from middleweight, it's not like he got a title shot straight off the rip. Like, so I think I got to put him in privilege because he did get fast tracked to the title initially, but like, he did, I don't know. I just can't. I don't think you can say, like, he's oiled up. Like, I mean, like, he's earned that shit. That's my opinion. On to the next one. This Diego Lopez, he's been oiled up. Now, Diego Lopez, like, granted, it is sick, and I'm a big Diego Lopez fan, but that second Volk title shot, like, it cemented it. Like, it's a combination. Like, it's gonna come down later. I think they want Volk gone bad. Like, they want Volk out of that title picture immediately, and, like, they gave Diego Lopez 2 chances to do it, and didn't even really get that close. Like, he's oiled up. He's got to be. Cyril Gane up next. See, this is another one that's teetering between privilege and oiled up. Oh. No, because he's getting like a 5th title shot. Wait, how? No, it's 4th. His 4th title shot. And he usually gets off like a 1-fight win. Yeah, nah, he's oiled up. That robbery over Volkov. Like, Cyril Gane's got blatant Dana White privilege. I don't think he would if he was in another division, but they want that French market. He keeps getting title fights. No, I'm putting him down in privilege because, like, it's not like they're unwarranted because there's, like, no one else you'd give it to. You know, like, he's going to privilege. He's not being in oiled up territory. Islam Makhachev up next. I'm putting him in average tier. It's another one. I don't think he's that privileged. Like, he's kind of like Hamza. He's earned it all, you know. And like, it's not like he's ever been fast tracked. Like, in his early days in the UFC, it's gone like a 10-fight win streak to even get to the title. Like, heaps of pullouts. There was also that RDA scandal. Like, I don't think Islam Makhachev has really any privilege at all in the UFC, to be honest with you. Jordan Borg, brother, he's gonna get some. But not Islam. Mateusz Gamrot. They do not like you, buddy. They do not like you. Mateusz Gamrot. He's fighting Rubovich's now. Before it was Ludovic Klein. They didn't want to give him the Oliveira fight until literally everyone else turned it down. Like, Gamrot's got to do this shit the hard way. Like, and like, I respect the hell out of him because he's game. He's always ready for a fight. Like, he always comes in there and he's ready to go. But I don't know. I think the UFC fuck with him like that. He's down. He doesn't like you. But someone they do like a lot, he's got to be up and oiled up territory, is Bo Nickel. Because, like, it's not even the opponents. Like, I don't think the opponents are that bad. Like, he went on a 4-fight win streak, then got a ranked opponent, lost, then come back with Vieira and Dorcas. Like, that's normal. If it wasn't such a big name, we wouldn't look at that like anything wrong. Like, that's normal. But it's the fact that on UFC 300, this guy's on the pay-per-view of the biggest card ever, whilst Yeri's on the prelims. Like, makes me sick to my stomach there. Like, what the fuck was Bo Nickel doing on the... And they tried to do it for MSG last year as well. They tried to put Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis on the prelims so that fucking Bo Nickel did. But I think the fans just put their foot down and like, no, you can't do this again. Like, you're taking the piss at this point. So, like, Bo Nickel, he's got Dana White privilege. Like, if he beats... He's on the White House... Bro, he's on the White House card. And I knew he was going to be on the White House card. But, like, all the badasses in the UFC, and you put, like, an unranked middleweight that, like... To people, like, we give a fuck about him more than, like, an unranked, like, a normal unranked guy. But, like, is Bo Nickel a draw like that? Like, I don't feel like he's a draw like that. Like, industry plant right there. Like, Gabby Altoff, but, like, ginger. And... with a wrestling background, I guess. It's not really like in any way, shape, or form, except for the fact that she's also an industry plant. So, this not really the greatest analogy I've made, but I don't really give a fuck. Beneil Dariush, they don't like you, bro. They don't like you, man. You're getting slimed. Like, as the guru said, match up a doom. He escaped the Torres fight. What do? Give him fucking sour kill. Loses to Oliveira. All right, you get Armin. Pulls out of the Makhachev fight. Cool, you find down number 9 against Gamrot. This guy, yeah. They want him gone now. Like, it's blatant. Like, he's been used as a bit of a sacrificial lamb. Like, yeah. Your time has come, brother. Moving on next, we got the Jeffrey Epstein of MMA, Movsar Evloev. If you know, you know. I think everyone knows now. Bit of a creep. But he's really good at fighting, and I think he's, a little spoiler, he's going to fucking smoke Lerone Murphy in a couple of days, but the UFC do not like Movsar Evloev. They tried to give him fucking Aaron Pico. Like, they tried to give this guy Aaron fucking Pico. As a number 1 ranked featherweight in the world, whilst there was no other guy who was clear to get a title shot. Then they pass up on him, make him do a number 1 contender match against the guy who beat Aaron Pico instead of just giving him a title fight. Like, granted, where's the activity? Like, why aren't you fighting? But like, the UFC don't like you. That's facts. The UFC do not like him, and most of the fans don't like him either. I actually don't like. As a person, but iffy. But his fights for a decision merchant are actually pretty good. Like, he's pretty good striking and grappling. Like, usually there's a lot of damage in his fights. Like, Diego Lopez fight, a banger. I think the Arnold Allen fight's a banger. And I think the Sterling fight's like one of the sickest grappling matches you'll ever watch. So, like, I fight with Mozza, but The UFC clearly don't. Up next, we got Bilal. Now, yeah, I think he's got to go bottom tier. Bilal, like, the UFC don't like Bilal. I don't feel like people hate Bilal anymore, but like if you were around when in the prime Bilal hate days, like just after the Gilbert Burns fight, like that fight pissed me off so much, and like he just became a bit of a joke. Like then they gave Colby Covington the title fight over him, and then like they tried to slime him out with Shavkat the second he got the belt. Like the UFC don't like Bilal. Now he's fighting down for Bonfim. Like I feel like they're giving him the worst matchups possible. I'm like, why did he not fight Usman? That fight was right there. I feel like that's Marty's fault that fight didn't happen. Because like that fight fucking should have happened any day of the week, and like UFC just didn't make it. It annoys me so much, but who cares? Who cares? Now Sean Strickland up next. Now Sean Strickland is a bit of both. Like he's had a bit of Dana White privilege, but also the UFC. I don't think they like him because you can't shut him up. Like the second you wheel him out against Hamza, he's gonna say some absurd shit. But because he's so extreme on both ends, I think I've got to chuck him an average. Because like he is getting a title shot off one win. Like I don't think the UFC like him, but I think they understand the draw he is. Because this guy actually like his clips on X, on Instagram, everything like this guy pulls in numbers. Like he's an actual draw. Like I remember when he was fighting Dricus, like his like the first time when he was champ, like his interviews were doing like mega views around that time. Like he's actually a big star. I think the UFC appreciate. Like we're gonna go to war for you fucking guys. So Sean Strickland, an average. I'm pumped for Hamza fight. I'm sure you guys are too. Next we got Volk, and I'm gonna keep it real. The UFC do not like Volk. Like, they want him gone. They want him gone, bruh. Like, he hasn't done anything wrong, but I think they don't like him from the stance of he lost to Ilya and Islam, but now he's champ again. And it kind of makes the featherweight division lose a bit of legitimacy when, like, this guy got slimed out by Ilya and now he's just, like, beating up the top contenders. And I saw Gene Silver say he's signing a contract for the belt this weekend. Like, if that ain't proof they want him gone, I don't know what is, because Gene Silver's probably the nightmare matchup for him. Like, I think he's a harder matchup than Movsar or Lerone Murphy for Volk. And he's so much more undeserving than whoever wins that fight. So, UFC want him gone. It's blatant. You know, you had your chance, you're done. Moving on, we got Tom Aspinall. I don't think they want him around, eh? Like, the Tom Aspinall UFC saga has been one of the most interesting things I've ever seen. And, you know, he would have been in He Doesn't Like You, but then he just signed for Eddie Hearn. And if you want to do one thing to piss off Dana White, is side with Eddie Hearn in this, like, boxing war that's going on at the minute. Because, like, I don't know. I think it's a stupid career decision from him, to be honest. Like, because the UFC already didn't like him. They're already scapegoating him with the eye pokes. And now you team up with his biggest enemy. Like, bruh, I wouldn't be surprised if like, I don't think they'll cut him. But, like, if they're going to do everything in their power for Pereira, like, bruh, you can't go to points. It don't even matter. Like, you can't go to points against Alex Pereira. You just can't, man. Like, he's... See, I love Big Tom, but I'm worried, like, his career's going to be toast, because the 2 years out with the John Jones saga, and now he just seems to be doing everything the UFC don't want him to. Like, his dad talking about going to box. Like, why would you talk about that on an interview? Like, after what just happened with Ngannou, like, oh. Tom Aspinall's camp does not do him any favours for the UFC liking him. But hey, it's exciting to watch. Who gives a fuck? Up next, we got Top Toro. We're going to chuck him in privileged. Because he did get a double champ opportunity off one title defense. But he's another one a bit like Alex Pereira. Like, he's kind of earned all his opportunities. And he didn't really get fast-tracked up to the title. Like, He had his wins outside the rankings. Then he beat Bryce Mitchell, Josh Emmett. That is a pretty fast streak. Like, he rose quick. But he was booked to fight Mobza. Like, he's not oiled up territory because, like, he's beat Volk Max, Charles Oliveira. Like, he's going to beat Gaethje. Like, he's definitely not oiled up. But, like, there's definitely a bit of privilege in there. But the stars get privilege. It's how it is. Aljamain Sterling. I don't think the hatred is quite wants to cut you, but it's definitely they don't like you. Because, let's just keep it real. Aljo's corny as fuck. He's boring. And, like, he goes on his podcast and he's, like, bitching and complaining about the UFC all the time. And it's like, do you understand the position you're in, brother? They don't like you. You're not doing any favors. Like, granted, if they don't... He obviously knows they don't like him. So why is he going to go on and, like, defend them? But at the same time, he's got a fight against Yusuf Zalal now. Like, he should be fighting a title elimination bout, and instead he's fighting down the rankings. Like, he's probably going to beat him. But, you know. UFC don't like Aljo. And are any of us really complaining? Like, is anyone really complaining? I don't like him. Let's keep it real. I don't like him either. Conor McGregor, we're going to check him in average nowadays. In his prime, you know, the Big Mac Daddy, yeah. You know, I own this company. I own this game, yeah. In his prime, he was oiled up because he was fighting all the time. But the UFC icing his contract. Like, I don't even know if he's going to fight. I hope he fights International Fight Week because we all want to see him back. Like, everyone wants a McGregor Fight Week, but... Bro, they're trying to devalue him. Like, there's a whole topic, and I might even make a video just on, like, the politics of the UFC, even though everyone's already talked about it. But, like, they're playing dirty with McGregor at the minute. Like, fighter pay, control of the industry, like, they don't want McGregor around, but, like, they don't want to cut him because then you can't let him fight for another organization. So he's just going in the middle. Like, they know what he is, they know he's a big draw, but they're not doing him any favors at the minute. I don't think they will moving forward. But up next, Sean O'Malley. He's oiled up. Like, legit getting the most preferential treatment matchups. Like, I'm a Sean O'Malley fan, so I'm not complaining. But Song Yadong and Eamon Zahabi, like, you want to pick the two best matchups for Sean O'Malley, like, inside the top 10, it's those two. Like, guys whose grappling isn't that good. And, like, Sean O'Malley's just rangy. He's just gonna prod at him, outstrike him. He's probably going to style on Zahabi on the White House and then give us Petr Yan too. That's all we want, baby. Fuck Merab. Keep him out of the picture. We want O'Malley... I want O'Malley, Petr Yan too. For the title, end of the year. Absolute cinema. That's what we want. Now on to another oiled up candidate. We got Aaron Pico. Done nothing. Gets booked against the number one contender. Then the number one contender pulls out, gets booked against Lauren Murphy, he's going to get a title shot if he wins. This guy's like 11-5. Like, he's exciting. I'm excited to watch an Aaron Pico fight. That is the personification of Dana White privilege. He's top of the list. Like, Aaron Pico's top of the list. He's had one fight in the UFC. And guess what? He's getting a ranked opponent again now. Like, this guy's achieved nothing in his career, and he was booked to fight the number one guy. And now he's booked to fight a ranked guy. And you can bet your balls, if he beats Patricio Pitbull, they're plummeting him up the rankings. But, like, he'll probably get slimed by whoever's up the rankings. Like, let's just keep it real. Because this guy is a kill or be killed fighter, and usually he's getting killed if the opponent's half decent. They're going to find a shot because this guy has zero striking defense. You know, Michael Chandler 5 years ago, I rate him, he's exciting, but... Mate, you've got Dana White. You've got Dana White privilege. Like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Up next, we got Arman Tsarukyan, and yeah. The whole reason I thought of this video was about Arman, because the amount this guy's been done dirty, like, over the last few years, like, granted, he doesn't help himself. Like, pulling out of a title fight on a day's notice, like, yeah, it can happen. Apparently, he turned down the fight where Islam fought Dustin. So apparently, he was offered that at UFC 300 and turned it down. And then he pulls out on the night of the title. And I honestly think the reason the UFC hate him is more for his sort of like anger issues. Like, bro, this guy can't control his temper, man. He's headbutting Dan Hooker, he's slapping fans, like he's getting into brawls. Like, like I'm an Arman Tsarukyan fan, man. I have been for time, but this guy shoots himself in the foot, and the UFC hates him for it. Bro, you can bet Dana White would be watching with popcorn as he just like Ilia Topuria chins him, and he's just watching it on repeat constantly. I feel like that'd be the best day of Dana White's life. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Like, the UFC hate him. They don't want him touching the belt. They don't even want him touching the belt so bad. They're snubbing him for title shots when he's been the number one contender for 2 years now. Like, crazy. And he still hasn't gotten it. Like, the poor bloke, but at least he's making himself a fan base now. He's made himself a draw. The Dan Hooker fight was good. He'll probably have to fight Benoit or maybe a Charles rematch before he even sniffs a title shot. And even then, like, are they going? Oh yeah, he was backup for the Topuria Charles Oliveira title fight last year, and they didn't even give him a title fight after that. Like, it's just so blatant the way certain guys get treated in the UFC versus others. But hopefully Arman Tsarukyan gets his title shot one day. But here's the list. I don't even think that's that controversial. Like, I think this list is just facts. It is what it is. Hope you guys have enjoyed the tier list. But just before I go, I'm going to discuss what I think is going to happen in Movsar Evloev versus, what's his name? Lerone Murphy. I think Movsar Evloev is going to crush him. But really, I think it's a horrible matchup for Lerone Murphy. Watching the way Pico was taking him down, Josh Emmett was getting... Bro, this guy went to a 48-47 with Josh Emmett, like enough said. Movsar Evloev's going to dominate him. And I wouldn't even be surprised if he gets his first UFC finish finally. Like, I can see it, man, because if he gets a lot of control time, Movsar Evloev's not the kind of guy to just lay and pray. Like, he actually goes for ground and pound. Like, doesn't really have a submission arsenal, but I could easily see that sort of a round 4, round 5 TKO finish for Movsar Evloev. But great scrap. Like, this is what the UFC need to be doing more fight nights. We need these number one contenders so that, like, it would be perfect if we had, like, a fight every week that we were fucking pumped for, like this. Like, these big ones, instead of fucking Josh Emmett, Kevin Vallejos fight night headliners. Like, bro, who cares? Like, let's get number one contender matchups, or at least, like, you know, top 7 matchups. I know you want to leave some stuff for the pay-per-views, but, man, we need more fight nights like this. This one's a banger. But, yeah, that's my quick little breakdown for it. I know I'm going to be right, so next week I'll just tell you how I'm right whenever I upload next, or I'll be wrong, and Lerone Murphy will land a flying knee or spinning elbow, because they're the only two finishes he's got in the UFC. Well, that's the thing. I feel like people aren't, like, Lerone Murphy's, like, is going to have to finish him, because he's going to get out-grappled. I wouldn't even be surprised if he got outstruck. So Lerone Murphy has to get finished, and he just doesn't really do it. Like, they're basically both decision machines, you know. You know, featherweight Leon, bruh. You know, I got 8 wins in a row, a title shot, bruh. But thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll be coming back with another one soon. Peace out.